It's been a minute since I've done a YouTube live. Oh, Lord. But I've got time. We've got time. It's fine. And I just got this package that I need to like open. So we'll just see what's in here and see where everybody's at as soon as like they get here. It's been a minute since I've done a YouTube live, but we're gonna do YouTube live. I was gonna do IG live, but I was like, you know what? We haven't done YouTube in a little bit. We're gonna do YouTube. Oh, John, you got in here quick, didn't you? Hi, Fat. What's up? I was like, where did everybody go? Okay, I'm here. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done YouTube lives. If you don't have me on Instagram, you've been missing the Instagram lives, because I definitely haven't been missing. I just haven't been on YouTube, but I've definitely been over on Instagram talking about all types of nonsense. So a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, what the hell? Like, where's the video? Because I think it's been almost a week, or about a week, probably exactly a week since I uploaded. The video I was supposed to upload was supposed to be about Miss USA. Because I said in my last video that I felt bad at like not getting to talk to her, but I failed like miserably. I kept like getting frustrated, and I would just, because when I do a video, I have to recount in my mind what I want to talk about. So going through my mind and like reliving, looking at her pictures and her outfits and like the Miss USA team, and it would just trigger me, and I'd just be so upset. And I just kept messing up. I just kept messing up. I do have a video now that's appropriate to be able to post. So it's going to be posted, but it took some work on my part to get there. Cause yeah, I've seen the comments from everybody who they're all like, oh my gosh, what's going on with USA? I don't know. I don't know. I do not have a direct line of communication with the USA team. I wish I did. I wish I did. I just, oh, hi. Yeah, I see you. I saw the comment. He's like, I see it. I click it. You're here. You made it. I wish we got to see more women. I want to see more. I keep seeing Ayu Melita. I keep seeing, I keep seeing the same people. Philippines, India, Indonesia. Like, where's everybody else? Where's everybody else? I am not seeing Haiti. I'm not seeing Cameroon. Like, there's certain countries I forget they're even competing. And I'm just like, what's going on? Can we not please get somebody? Can we please not, like, what, why are we getting, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, you guys should have seen my mother when I showed her Miss USA. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so harsh. Number one, it's competition. Like, it's competition. It is competition. I don't understand where people get these flowery ideas of, like, this is not competition. Do you really think that, like, the Philippines and Indonesia sitting around chilling, feeling like they're on vacation? Like, this is a cutthroat competition. So the women are aware. I think people just forget, because they're so pretty and because they're so girly and because they're so nice, people forget that they're actually real cutthroat competitors. They're no different than soccer players or football players or any other sport. Like, these women are not here to play games. People are like, oh, you're so harsh. It's competition. And I kind of resent the fact that people expect women to be treated differently than men. As if, oh, they're so delicate. Oh, they're so fragile. No, we're not. We're not. And I don't like that treatment that women have to be like, we're delicate little flowers and we can't like play sports. We can't take harsh criticism. To be totally honest, I'm not harsh. My mother is. If you have seen and heard my mother, if you've been on live before with my mom, she's harsh. That one, you want to be roasted for no reason? Mama Sovereign, she will get you. Because I'm nice. I'm nice. You should hear what my mother has to say. She was, oh, my mom. And you guys are like, oh, put her on reactions. I have to be very careful what reactions I put my mom on. She just, there's no filter. There is no filter and there is no mercy. Zero. So I have a separate video about, well, I always try to be nice to the girls because I understand their hardships, but I can't protect them from criticism if you're in a competition. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I can't discourage people from talking about your outfit. You're in competition. There's nothing I can do. Now, when it comes to like you just photoshopping people's pictures in like a mean way or like stuff like that, calling them fat or ugly or being racist or something like that, of course I wouldn't, like, please. Not in my world, you wouldn't. I would definitely kick people out for that, but I can't I can't protect them from the facets of competition. There's nothing I can do about that. Have you heard about Miss Ukraine? It depends on what we're talking about. The new format, I'm happy that we don't have the continental breakdowns this year, and it makes me think like how this is going to work out. Like I'm interested to see how this plays out now that we don't have, kind of like safety buffer zones for certain countries. Cuz we all know some people have been saved by those continental breakdowns, but that is no longer there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. But I do have separate videos for USA. I have a separate video talking about India because you guys, look, I got into the Discord and I was ranting and raving about India because I saw her in that swimwear and I was like, oh, is that, oh my God. Like, oh, just yes. Just everything about, if you haven't seen India, when she was in if you haven't seen that swimsuit video, go find the swimsuit video. Just go find the swimsuit video. She looks so good. So good. Oh God, she looked good. And I made a video about it. I had to make a video about it because I like to take lessons from things because people forget that they're supposed to be following in the footsteps of the ladies. Like we should be learning from them. We shouldn't just be admiring them. We should be figuring out how we can feel good about ourselves too, how we can do what they do. They're supposed to be inspiration to us. So I always try to take lessons from things, and India is giving everybody a lesson in confidence because she wasn't like that when she was crowned. Y'all remember when India was crowned? She was not like that. She was always beautiful, but she did not have that fire and confidence and all that sex appeal and all like that. I don't know where that came from, but I love it. I do love it. She shocked me. I was just shocked. I was like, oh my God. India. Like, we need to discuss. Oh my God. But her video, I can't wait to put that one out. That one's going to be fun because I wanted to talk about, like, a lot of times when we see women with that amount of confidence, you start seeing the comments that are telling women that you are being excessive, that you're being self-aggrandizing, that you're being arrogant. When women start gaining that amount of confidence, people like to bash them and pull them down, as if women aren't supposed to feel good about themselves, as if women aren't supposed to feel beautiful. And I don't like that. And I feel like that's what a lot of the competitors face, and why a lot of them are so scared to be that confident and to be that, like, flamboyant queen they need to win, is because they don't want people to call them vain. They don't want people to call them like, oh my God, you just think you're better than everybody else. I'm like, why would you say that? Because people have said it to me and I'm like, when have I ever said I'm better than anybody? My channel is devoted, 90% of my channel is devoted to people who aren't me. Like, you guys don't see me uploading videos constantly on myself. I hardly ever upload a video that has anything to do with me whatsoever. And yet I still get the comments of people being like, oh my God, you just think you're God. You just think you're so much better than everybody. And I'm like, where? I wear pajamas. I wear unicorn onesies and owl outfits on my channel. But that's part of, like, what you deal with when you become a confident person. People, like, want to drag you down, and I don't like that. It's like, you're breaking apart my queens. Don't do that. I want them to be happy. Don't like that. I don't know what's going on with opening statement. I haven't heard anything about an opening statement at all. I haven't heard anything about it. Just, yeah, I see you guys saying about India. I can't wait to her video. Like, she inspired me to do a whole video just from like a 30-second clip. I got like a 15-20 minute video. Like, she worked magic on me that day. It's just blown, floored. And then if you go to my Instagram page, I think it's still posted. People had sent me photos of Alumalita with a kimono dragon. And the first photo I knew was Photoshop because the kimono dragon was as big as she was. So I knew that was Photoshop. The second one, I You guys, why did I not know that that photo was photoshopped? Why did I think Ayu Melita flew a kimono dragon into the United States with her? I did. For a while, most of the day today, I really thought that kimono dragon was real. And then I looked closely after people like sent me messages and I was like, holy crap, it's photoshopped. Either way though, he's adorable. I didn't even know because people had to send me messages because you guys know I'm clueless and I don't understand haters. Like people troll me and I'm so dense that I won't realize they're trying to troll me because I see trolls as fun. I don't see them as mean. I see them as fun. So I did not realize that people were trying to troll Indonesians. I'm like, what? You're trying to troll Indonesians by photoshopping a kimono dragon into Ayu Melita's photos? First of all, that's stupid, and it backfired because it looks cool. Because it looks cool. I was just like, if this was your attempt at being a troll, you sorely failed. Because her pictures are adorable. They have like a little kimono dragon on like her bed, and he's just like chilling, and he looks so cute, and he's got a little bowl in the corner. I'm like, if this is your attempt, if this is what you call trolling, you guys suck at trolling. This is what I love the pictures of Ayu Melita and the kimono dragon. I'm like obsessed. It is so adorable to me, and I want a pet kimono dragon. And then everybody told me they're poisonous, and I was like, yeah, but I still might brave it. I might. He's cute. He's cute. And then in the comment section just now, someone was, because I wanted to name him. I'm like, we should name her imaginary pet dragon. And they're like, we did. His name is Ayumo. So Ayu Melita's imaginary pet kimono dragon is named Ayumo, and I love him. And Photoshop more of him. They're adorable together. I adore the whole situation. Yes. See, this is what this is the fun of everything. People are too sensitive. Even if somebody's trying to troll you, literally just, make fun out of it. I don't understand trolls. There was somebody trying to troll me earlier today, and I kept messaging them back, and they're like, well, you must care because you keep messaging back. And I'm like, well, I'm messaging back because I'm petty and I'm bored. So I want somebody to talk to. Do you want me to send you a video? Because I can send a video. I'm feeling playful. Like I straight up was just like, you want a video chat? And then they didn't message me back. And I think that was kind of rude, but I don't get my feelings hurt like that. I'm just not built that way. I do like trolls though. They just, I don't know. They give me like fun banter. It's fun to banter with a troll because they're willing to talk to you. They're like willing to argue back with you. It's fun. I find it very fun because you can't really do that with anybody else except for like maybe my little brother, but he's a kid. I can't really banter with him, but trolls totally can. That's why when girls get their feelings hurt about people picking on them, I'm like, girl, why? But why? Somebody messaged me and told me to fix my face, and I sent them the most beautiful headshot, and I said, fix God's work for what? Like, what? Like, I'm not that sensitive. I'm sorry, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I mean, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Oh, that's the other thing. I just uploaded a video 30 minutes ago, and one of the first comments I got was somebody mad at me because I praised Canada, which she deserves it, so I'm not taking that back, but they act like I committed some sort of offense towards the Philippines by praising Canada. Now, I'm aware that I'm not going to always have my finger on every single thing that happens in pageant world, but I'm like, is there some sort of like vicious war happening between the Philippines and Canada that would make you think me praising Canada had something to do with the Philippines? Or are you just being mad at me for the sake of being mad at me and you can't come up with like a conclusive reason, so you're just making it up out of thin air? I was legitimately concerned. The comment's still there because I told them, I'm like, just please explain to me why you're mad. Because I don't get it. I truly try to understand why people get upset because a lot of times it just goes over my head. It doesn't come native to me to be upset. So when people get upset, I'm like, but why? Why are you not happy? Everybody should be happy. Everybody should be happy. Megan, I know you were not in my live stream telling me what to do as if I don't have control over the block button. I love it when people do that. I love it when people do that. They come over here and they try to tell me what to do as if I don't have a whole control panel at my fingertips. As if I can't block you, mute you, deafen you, ban you. Like, what you saying? What are you saying? Oh, you give me the giggles. They give me the giggles. Could you imagine? Literally, I don't get mad. Like, I erupt into a fit of giggles because it's so dumb. It's just like if somebody got into my DMs today and only to tell me to shut up. I don't know what I said because I it was before I had made any IG stories. So they sent me shut up and I said I was just like you came into my DMs to tell me to be quiet. Hilarious. I just, the internet is a fascinating place. It's serious. It's just fast. It fascinates me. I don't get mad. I feel like it's just, God, this is such a magical world where nothing makes sense. And it's just like, wow. Wait, I want to read that. What did that say? I don't know. People think that, I don't know. If something was going on between the Philippines and Canada, oh, I think maybe it's because Canada had made that post, but I don't think she even said anything about the Philippines. And I have screenshots because I keep screenshots at this point. I keep a folder of just nonsense, because eventually I'll probably make a video about it and roast everybody. But the screenshots that I have was I have one person from Mexico, I have a person from Brazil, I have a person that is flying because I guess they're half Filipino and half Thailand or half Thai. Like trolls come from everywhere, okay? And so I've said it before. Some of the most vicious things I've ever gotten are from Americans. I don't cur. I don't cur. Oh, Myanmar, yeah. Losing when I found out she had no clothes, because I don't know why. I don't know why I was just like I was so mad at first because people told me she had no clothes. And I'm like, what do you mean she doesn't have clothes? Who sent their contestant without clothes? And then I found out she lost her luggage, and then I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. This is Miss Universe. Like your wardrobe is that's your toolkit. That's your weapons. Like, and when her luggage being gone means she didn't have an evening gown. Like she had nothing. Like she had nothing. I'm over here freaking out. Like it's Myanmar and what is on my lip? I didn't eat anything. Did I? I had sushi. I did. It's probably rice. It's probably rice. But I'm just like, so I have been in contact with other people and they're saying that Vietnam and Colombia are helping her out. They're giving her clothes so that she's able to compete and be comfortable and be dressed. Leave it to the Colombians to have extra outfits. Like, ladies, come on. We know you have extra outfits. We know you have extra outfits. Help a sis out. Help a girl out. Damn near all of you are the same size. Help a girl out. So it seems like she's okay for now. Yeah, I'm aware what was going on with Canada. I get over things really fast, so I didn't think people were still harboring onto that thing. Like, it never even crossed my mind that people would still be attached to that incident. Like, I get over things. Unless it's in like my personal life, because then I'll never let it go. But stuff like that, I'll forget about it because I don't think it's that big a deal. Like, she's like, hey, can everybody be a bit nicer and move on? That's not really something to hang on forever. I have entire fights with my mother. And then like an hour later, we're going out to coffee together and riding bikes. And like, it's not that serious. I prefer to be happy. Like, please and thank you. I prefer to be happy. Miss Philippines. Oh, the Philippines are helping out Myanmar too. Yeah, I appreciate that. Like, I feel bad for people that, why am I getting, I don't care about weather notifications, iPhone. Yeah, I feel bad for her. Like, that's, a lot of the girls put a lot of work into developing their wardrobe for competition. There's a lot that goes into that. So for her to just lose an entire, wardrobe like that is insane. And I feel for her. That's crazy. Hi, Kenneth. Oh, you're from the Philippines. I swear everybody's like in the Philippines. I need to move. Somebody, what are they called? The Sobering. There are a group of 3 fans that somehow accidentally met up with each other and ended up having like cocktails and drinks on the beach in the Philippines. And they told me about it and they called their group the Sobering because the sovereign and like drinking and stuff, they were the Sobering. And I was intensely jealous. I want to be around pageant fans and sip martinis and stuff on the beach. Like, A lot of you guys are in the Philippines and you're like around each other and you get to like be around each other. And then here's little old me in the United States. We're just like, nobody knows anything about pageants and I'm just all alone. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I can't wait to book a plane flight somewhere. I'm out of here. Yes, I heard that a Filipino designer is lending Myanmar an evening gown, which she might have actually lucked out on that. I mean, the Philippines evening gowns designs have been unmatched every year. They bring something good. So I'm just like, you might have lucked out a little bit. Okay? I'm terrified of what, like, I wish that somebody would just show me. Usually, well, no, I've known about a couple of girls' gowns before they hit the stage. So it doesn't really ruin anything for me because I still like to see them in the gown. But I just really wish somebody would just tell me what USA is wearing. I'm honestly like very afraid. I'm actually a little traumatized. I really want to know what she's wearing. I don't want a bad surprise. I'm so worried about my country. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm so scared. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Like, oh, USA. I put this in the USA video, but like honestly, every year we see certain countries really raise the bar. Every year. In every facet of the competition, we see countries put their all. How many years have we seen Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, even like Brazil, Colombia, Aruba? We have seen countries do the utmost, even when it comes to national costume. Their national costumes have been amazing. They've been creative. They've been colorful. They've been huge. Like, we have seen amazing national costumes. And then the USA like puts together like a party city outfit. And I'm just like, every year we see certain countries like put in so much effort and the USA just can't be bothered to try. Just can't be bothered to try. Every year, even look, because it's so irritating to me. This is why it was so hard to make that video that I have to upload. When I watch, this is why I like watching the national competition for the Philippines, because their national competition is like its own little Miss Universe. Their gowns are so creative, they're custom, they're beautiful, they're outlandish, like they're amazing. Venezuela does it really well too with evening gowns. The evening gowns are immaculate in their national competitions. USA, what are you doing? Every year you see these countries bring the most beautiful, spectacular creations, and it's like the USA can't be bothered. It's like we just don't care. We're not trying. You can't tell me you're trying. If you know for a fact, for the last 5 years, Philippines has been putting their freaking stake in the ground. They're the kings and queens of freaking evening gown, and you know this. You've seen it happen every single year. And the United States still hasn't gotten the idea. Like, if you want to win, you try to beat the best. Why are we not trying to beat the Philippines? We're not even trying, okay? We're not even trying to beat the Philippines. You cannot tell me in the last 5 years or even beyond, the United States has put in a legitimate attempt to have the best evening gown on stage. I think not. I think not. And I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm a competitive person. I have plenty of trophies from different competitions and everything. So like I love competition. If I want to win first place, I'm trying to beat the best. Chelsea did not have the best evening gown. I did an entire video on why Chelsea's evening gown and that whole styling was wrong. Chelsea was an amazing competitor. She was done dirty when it came to evening gown. That evening gown? No. No, absolutely not. And I'm just like, the United States isn't trying. If you know that the Philippines is going to come guns blazing, why would you not try to put your best foot forward? Because you know you have to go up against them. But no, they don't try. They're not the way. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. I'm completely frustrated. They're not trying. And it's not just the United States. There's other countries that are clearly not trying. Like, oh, you want to win a Miss Universe title, but if you know what you're going up against, why are we coming with homecoming dresses? Did you think that, oh, maybe this year Philippines is going to slack? You know, Indonesia might let us slide. India might be napping. Is that what you thought was going to happen? I can't. I'm just, they're not trying. And that's what irritates me. Like, as a person who loves competition, it hurts me to see a competitor that just like, and I'm not going to say it's Asia because I say this in the video. Everything can't be laid at Asia's feet. She's a perfectly capable competitor if she was given the necessary tools. She was not given the necessary tools or training, as we have seen. And the United States just clearly, you can't, please. I wish somebody from the US team would tell me that you're trying to win. Please try to convince me that you're trying to win. I don't believe you. I don't. I don't. I'm upset. I'm sad about it. I really am. This year is going to be very, very, very tough. This competition is the competition where the women have had the longest amount of time to prepare. The longest amount of time. So we're going to have some ridiculously fantastic, well-prepared women, we should, which is another reason why I'm going to be upset, because of all this extra time you've had to prepare to show up not prepared. Ooh, there might be some words in the live reaction. There might be some words in the live reaction if I see girls show up and they're just clearly not prepared, because you were given ample time and extra time. There's no excuse. But from the women who used and utilized their extra time, oh, it's going to be a bloodbath. India, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines. I'm seeing Colombia come back up. Canada's coming back up. Like, Mexico hasn't gone anywhere. Obviously, we still have Peru there. Like, Australia. Honestly, what I'm really afraid of, El Tecuyo. I am terrified of El Tecuyo this year. Terrified. I am terrified. I am so terrified. Like, maybe everything will go okay. Maybe it won't be something heartbreaking, but I just have a feeling El Tecuyo is going to be a heavy hitter. I don't even know. I'm so scared. I'm so scared because imagine, no matter who it is at this point, it's going to be crazy. Especially if it's like one of the top 10. Oh God. Like if Peru, Mexico, India, Thailand, Philippines, oh my God. If any of those girls don't show up in finals, I do not want to, like, pageant world's reaction will just I'm not prepared. I am not prepared for that. I'm so scared. Asia will break 11-year streak if she doesn't place. I don't know. From what I've been seeing, because like I look at not just girls' outfits or just their walks, but their overall effort, and the overall effort that I'm getting from the United States team as a whole is not giving me promising, hopeful feelings. So that's why I'm very scared. Oh, but other countries, you guys are doing great. You guys have nothing to be afraid about. Like you're doing great. Hi, Ricardo. I see you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys are doing great. It's USA. I mean, we have 2 international crowns, so it's not like I'm being greedy, but Miss Universe has been the one country where I have been consistently complaining about our lack of effort. So if it was going to be, kicked up anywhere, I thought it would be Miss Universe, but thank God for the other 2 ladies, Lindsay and Abina, for representing, because, gives me some hope. It does. Makes me feel better. I highly doubt, I don't think Philippines is going to be El Tecuyo. I can't see that happening. I can't. She's too well prepared. She's too well trained. I would have to take a break. I would have to probably walk away, pause the show, because I can pause live. No, that can't happen. That can't happen. No. No. I said no. Oh God. I've seen Nepal. I haven't, my concerns with Nepal was her stage performance ability, because a lot of the girls are really good speakers, but especially in the format that we have this year, that is not going to save you. It's not. And I've seen Miss Universe, because Because there's been a couple times where I saw women make finals and I'm just like, how did she make finals? And then it's very obvious that they made finals because of interview, but they're very easily knocked out in the very next round because they just do not have the ability, the stage ability to hang on. So it's almost like you never should have made them have finals in the first place because you knew they weren't a viable threat. Like there was no way that they were going to carry through to any other round. USA likes to do that a lot. I'll watch Miss USA and there'll be girls that clearly made it off of interview skills. And I'm just like, when you know that she can't perform, it's not like she can kind of perform. USA will send girls into finals that really cannot perform. And I'm like, you're just taking the spot from a woman who has a viable chance at winning the competition. Instead of handing out mercy slots because you liked her in interview, because that's not how the competition is supposed to go. Competition is supposed to be a combination of all three competition aspects. But sometimes we've all seen it, especially in Western competitions. We'll see girls clearly make it to finals simply off of interview. And we all know she's going to get knocked out easily. Easily. She has no shot at the crown. And we're all sitting here like, all you're doing is wasting a spot. I just don't. I know. Just we see this every year. But if you really want to see that happen, watch Miss USA competitions and tell me. If you've never seen Miss USA competitions, go watch Miss USA competitions. Go ahead, make your favorites list from the preliminary competition. Watch finals and see if you don't get upset. Because it's very obvious that you're just watching who made it to finals and you're like, there's no way. There is no way. Because I've seen women, I'm like, I understand if she had the most amazing interview you've ever seen in your life, but she had the most lackluster swimsuit performance I've ever seen in my life. There is no reason she should have made it to finals. None. None. Consistency is the name of the game. You do not pick uneven competitors. You don't pick someone who's really good in interview but is disastrous in swimwear and think she's going to make it somewhere. That's not how competition works. Send her to Jeopardy. She'll do really well. Yeah, I gotta do the video about USA. I'm happy that I was able to like talk through it and make it a coherent, cohesive video because I tried 4 times to make that video and all 4 times I failed horrendously because I just got frustrated. I just got frustrated with my country. People are like, "Oh my God, I pick on the United States more than anything because I have no choice." I have no choice. The only time I ever really I'll pick on Philippines only because I expect a lot from them. Philippines is the A student. Okay, Philippines is the star student. They're the one, like, Philippines consistently gets A's on the test. Okay, I expect greatness from them. If Philippines ever gives me a C plus average, I'm gonna be mad because I expect C's from everybody else. Okay, like if I get a C plus from Poland, I'm happy, but a C plus from the Philippines, no. You're the A students. I'm sorry, I have to be a tiger parent, but Philippines, you got to stay up here. You got to stay up here because if the bar slips for the Philippines, then what are we going to do with the rest of the countries? I'm trying to get the rest of the countries to that level. Yeah, I hold the Philippines to a much higher standard. A much higher standard. They're a powerhouse. And quite honestly, if we don't give something for the Philippines to strive for, they're going to get bored and stop playing with us. I've like, to be totally honest, they're going to get bored of being the best and stop playing with us. And then I'm just going to be sitting here like, great, we lost the Philippines. We have to give them some sort of challenge. Otherwise, they're not going to play with us anymore. And I'm going to be sad. Okay. So we need to challenge them somehow. I'm going to find ways to give them challenges so they keep playing the game until everybody else catch up. I'm happy that Thailand is getting there. Thailand is starting to nip at their shoes, but I'm just like, we got to give them some sort of, like, threat. Otherwise, they're just going to realize, they're going to be like, we're bored of this. They're going to join gymnastics or something, and then not. So if you're ever wondering, why is he so tough on the Philippines? I have to keep them engaged. Otherwise, they're going to get bored. We want them to stick around, right? We got to give them a challenge. God. Just watching everybody else though. I'm happy that there's don't even I'm still salty. I'm still salty about the Iceland thing. I'm still salty. I don't lie. People think I lie about my feelings. I'll tell you the truth, okay? When I am upset, I will tell you. I'm still a little salty about that Thailand thing. A little bit. A little bit. If you didn't see my Instagram when with the whole all lives matter thing, and then they decided to keep it up for an extended period of time and disable comments. I'm totally honest, I'm a little salty. You said no pressure to Philippines. Philippines is the country that applies all the pressure. What are you talking about? That is the pressure cooker over there. That's the pressure. But yeah, I'm still a little salty about that whole Iceland thing, because that was just so uncalled for. And it really took me out of my happy place. I have been happy all day, and then I had to deal with that Iceland thing. Thanks. Thanks. Alabama's placement in top 5. USA. USA. You see how all of my reaction videos, like, it makes sense. Like, I understand the placements. I understand what's going on. Philippines makes sense. Thailand makes sense. Everybody makes sense. Then I get to USA and it's just like free for all. Free for all. I was like, and see, when I was watching Miss USA, yes, I'm the salty sovereign right now. Okay, that Iceland thing, I was a bit upset. I'm still a bit upset about that. I can't believe they allowed that to happen. Um, I can't believe I can't believe they allowed that. Jeez. But yeah, everything else makes sense. USA is definitely just a free for all, and it's always like a chance of something going completely crazy in the United States. I can always rely on the Philippines. I can always rely on Thailand. Like, those are the countries I know I can sit back and relax and nothing stupid's gonna happen. Like, Philippines doesn't play that. Thailand doesn't play that. Like, they take competition so seriously, they can be relied upon to do things properly. That's why I hold them to like a higher standard, because those are the competitions where I can be comfortable and just enjoy myself. I can just sit there and just enjoy the show and know nothing ridiculous is going to happen. Everything's going to be professionally managed. They're going to choose the best girl they possibly can. It's going to be a great show, and that's it. And I don't want to lose that. Hey, look, I'm telling the Philippines, you guys ever threaten me with taking away that wonderful, like, very peaceful show, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Because those are like the shows that I really enjoy watching. I don't have to worry about, oh my God, are the girls going to be trained? Oh my God, is the stage going to be horrible? Oh my God, is the setup going to be terrible? Like, I don't have to worry when it comes to Philippines and Thailand and stuff. I don't. And I love not having to worry. I love not having to worry. It's so comforting. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of that effort. Because God, I'm like, oh, just God. Just, we did talk about India, because I had to make a whole video on India and her running around in that red swimsuit. Them cheeks, girl. Those cheeks. India looked good. I can't wait to put that video out. So I still have 2 videos on the back burner. USA and India, and talking about confidence and everything. Those are the videos that are going to go up for sure. Yeah, this is the scenario that I was concerned about when it came to USA, when I was doing my reaction video, because I know what the United States looks for in a Miss USA. And what they look for in a Miss USA is not necessarily what Miss Universe judges are looking for a Miss Universe. And that's why, like, it hasn't been happening for us. So I'm watching Miss USA. I'm looking for a Miss Universe. I don't no. I aim to win Miss Universe. Okay, you guys know I'm a competitor. I'm looking for a Miss Universe. They are always looking for a Miss USA, and that's the issue. Because when I saw how judging was going and how everything was working out, and I'm like, oh my God, they're doing it again. They're going to pick a personality princess and send her to Miss Universe and not give her the proper training, and put her up against powerhouses who are not playing games when it comes to competition. I saw it coming. So all the frustration you guys saw in the Miss USA reaction video is because I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming, and there was like, there's nothing I can do. All I can do is bring attention to it and say something, but clearly they're not listening. So what do? I just sit here as just like a disappointed USA pageant fan, and it's not Asia's fault. It's not. She's just not being trained properly. She's not being given what she needs to succeed, and I'm upset about it. I'm sad. Yeah, they send princesses. And I asked because I will tell my mom, I'll show my mom the same things. And my mom said the same thing. She's just like, why is she, it's just like giving like kid energy, like little girl energy. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that's not going to fly in Miss Universe. It's not. It never has. It never, ever has. I just, ugh, I'm so sad. I saw this coming and now it's here. And you know what really grinds my gears? You want to know what really just gets on my nerves? The fact that USA was crowned over a year ago. She's had extra time to prepare. The team has had extra time to prepare her. And look where we're at. A year. A year. I told my mother this morning, and she looked at the pictures and the stuff of like Miss USA, and she was like, "Oh my God. So when is she supposed to compete?" And I said, "They're at the hotel. They're competing during the weekend coming." And she said, "Oh hell. It's done. It's over. We're screwed then." Cuz she knew. My mom knew. And she's like, how long has she been crowned?" I'm like, "Over a year." Over a year. Over a year. Do you know how amazing I'm going to be at anything in a year? You could tell me, you could give me the biggest challenge. In a year, I can make some stuff happen, no matter what the challenge is. In fact, that was going to be one of the challenges I give to myself. I was going to challenge myself to make my own evening gown because I kind of want to everybody's always dreamt of like designing a Miss Universe dress, right? I kind of want to try to do it and just see how it comes out. In a year, I bet I could pull off some stuff. In a year? You know how much you can accomplish in a year? I could get like a whole new degree in a year. I'm a sad USA person. I'm just, I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated. What was that? I saw, I don't know, Iceland. I'm so sad for, yeah. I don't think about I don't think about Miss US, the past Miss USA. I try to just let these things go because if I think about it, it like weighs down my soul and then I get sad. Sorry for asking this, but would you put the five girls featured in the All Lives Matter photo shoot at fault for participating in such a themed photo shoot? No. I find it very hard to believe that the women knew. Do you think, did the women know what it was? I don't think that they knew. I think that they were requested to be in a sponsor's photo shoot and they said, okay. I don't think they told them the purpose or what the campaign was. I don't think that. So there, it makes no sense to fault the girls. However, once it came to light and once it was clearly an issue, because it was clearly an issue as the sponsor removed the post that they had because it was very obviously an issue, the country that decided to keep it up beyond the point of it becoming an issue and disable comments to shut people up, that's an issue. That is a problem. Because you knew it was a problem. The sponsor themselves took it down. You saw all the comments that you were getting, and you basically said, shut up. I said what I said. That's an issue to me. That's why I haven't said anything about the girls in the shoot. Like, they had the audacity to put Miss Universe Philippines in that shoot. I haven't said nothing about her or them because it's not her fault. It's not the Philippines' fault. It's not the organization's fault. It's none of their fault. But the organization that decided to keep that post up, I fault you. Because that was a decision. Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the girls have been very vocal about many different types of discrimination issues, whether it be Black Lives Matter issues or even anti-Asian hate issues. Because when All Lives Matter applies to every sort of minority issue. I think they thought they were just kicking Black people in the teeth, which is what I said in the video. But All Lives Matter means you're also demeaning the Asian people who are speaking out against Asian hate. You're all lives mattering them too. They're protesting the nonsense that's happening in the United States for a reason, for a purpose. And instead of understanding and uplifting them in their journey and their plight to get some attention and some organization and facilitate some change, you look them in the face and be like, why are you protesting just for Asians? That's not fair. All lives matter. Like, that is so stupid. That is so dumb. This is why the All Lives Matter thing is a problem. That's an issue. That's like That is exactly what I know exactly what all lives matter means. I am a US citizen, a black US citizen who spent her time protesting, who was flown to Washington D.C. to sleep on the cement floor in front of the president of the United States just so I could tell him about himself. Because I told you guys, if I have something to say about somebody, I'll say it to your face. I flew across the country for the first time just to tell the president to his face how much I did not like him or his nonsense. I am not underhanded, backhanded, behind the scenes. I do not beat around the bush. That's why I get upset when people are like, "Oh my God, you don't like my country." Trust me, if I didn't like your country, I would tell you. I'm not like everybody else. I don't do whispers in the dark corner. If I have something to say, I'll say it. I don't care. I stood at the front of the White House with sniper rifles pointed at me for a week. I don't care. It's ridiculous. So I know exactly what all lives matter means, and it's BS. Because if all lives truly mattered, why was there not a black contestant in that photo shoot? Where was your diversity then? Exactly. Ridiculousness. I don't people know how I am about, especially about like any form of discrimination. Any form of discrimination, you are 100% liable to make me mad. I don't care what type of discrimination it is. I'm not even gay. If you want to be homophobic over here, I will rant all day. Don't even try it. I am not for discrimination at all. At all. Not like, because it's just the dumbest form of hate to me. Like, you're really gonna hate somebody because, like, why don't you just hate people for having like blue eyes or something? Like, it's just dumb. It's so dumb to me. It makes no sense to me. Discrimination makes no sense to me. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Just even like homophobia makes no sense to me. And then, oh, you know what the funniest thing in the world to me is when people who are super conservative, they'll say being gay is a choice. And I'm just like, number one, I don't remember choosing to be heterosexual. I don't remember making that choice. And if I was able to make the choice between men or women, to be totally honest, I would choose women. If it was a choice, I would choose women. So I'm just like, clearly it's not a choice. Let's be totally honest here. Who's choosing men? Let's just be honest though. Women smell good. They look amazing. They look like walking art pieces. They're so gentle and caring, and like everything about women is amazing. It makes no sense that I'm attracted to men. When women are so, like, we all love Miss Universe. We all watch pageants. We all watch these women. They are hypnotic. With the gowns and they're amazing. They're outstanding. It makes no sense that I choose men over women. So that's just proof that it's not a choice. Because if given the choice, I would choose women. Women they smell so good and their skin is so soft and amazing. Like, why people got to stop being mad at Canada. Why are y'all mad at Canada? Why are you guys mad at Canada? Stop it. Stop it. Do you know why people mention the Philippines so much when it comes to pageant news or mess or something? Do you know why? It's because that's acknowledgement that the Philippines is a powerhouse. That is acknowledgement that the Philippines has the most power in pageant world. If there was a serious issue in pageant world and you needed to address the most powerful people to resolve the issue, who do you go to? The Philippines. Duh. That's exactly where I would go. If there was nonsense happening in pageant world, the only people that have the most power to fix it are the Philippines. So people are like, oh my God, why are you addressing the Philippines? I think the Philippines doesn't really understand or realize like their power yet. I think the Philippines is used because in other aspects of the world or whatnot, the Philippines feels like they don't have so much power. I don't think they're really realizing how much power they truly have in pageant world. So when people recognize that power that they do have, they almost feel attacked because with power comes responsibility, and they're not used to having that responsibility placed on them because they think I'm attacking them whenever I mention them. I'm like, no, you're the superpower, okay? If something bad happens in pageant world, I'm running to daddy Philippines. I'm snitching to the Philippines because they have all the power. Like, why? Where else would I go if there was a problem in pageant world? Am I supposed to tell the Polish? Am I supposed to tell, I don't know, Aruba, Panama, Nicaragua? Like, who am I? China? You go to the Philippines. So people are like, why are you always talking about the Philippines? You guys are the beehive. You have all the power. You are the facilitators of change in the pageant world. So if anybody wants anything to change, you go to the seat of power, which is the Philippines. That's why. People are like, oh, you call the Philippines? Yes. Yes. Because who has the biggest army? The Philippines. If I need something done, Philippines. Something needs to change, I'm going to the Philippines. When it comes to pageant stuff, I'm going to the Philippines. They make stuff happen. Period. We can't deny that. I'm not going to deny that. People, oh, why do you talk about the Philippines? You guys have all the power. When I say that because I said in one of my videos, I'm tired of being the person that stands at the gates of the pageant community, defending the pageant community all the time. It shouldn't just be me defending the pageant community. Quite honestly, it should be the Philippines too. I should be standing at the gates guarded by the Philippines. The Philippines guards the gates of the pageant world because they have the biggest army, because they have the biggest fan base. They have all the power and ability to make change. That's why it should be them. Anytime somebody comes to assault the pageant community as a whole, Philippines fans should be pissed because this is your house. You run this. You guys have the biggest fan base. You're not the only fans, but the biggest block of fans clearly belongs to the Philippines. So y'all should be the ones guarding the gates of the pageant community. Quite honestly, none of the girls, not one of the pageant queens from any country should have to tolerate any abuse before the Philippines' eyes. Y'all, the Philippines should be the knights of the pageant community, protecting the community because you guys control the community. So yes, I look to them as the seat of power. And when things need to change or things need to be done, I go to them because they have the power to do it. People are like, oh, you think they're toxic? No, I don't think the Philippines is toxic. I think they have the power to stop the toxicity. And there's been too many times where I've seen someone who had the audacity to fly a Filipino flag and be mean. And I'm just like, Philippines, come get your people. Because that should never happen in a place that is such a place that's so adored by the Filipino nation. Like, they should be the last people to even ever tolerate nastiness at all. Because they love pageants. I'm snitching to the Philippines every time I see nonsense. So just expect it. And just know it's not a sign of me coming after them. It's a sign of my respect and acknowledging the fact that you are the seat of power. And if I want something to change, I'm going to you. Who else am I supposed to go to? Like, honestly, the United States, please, please, please. If the Philippines truly wanted to like do anything in pageant world, they have the ability to make things happen. Truly make things happen if they really wanted to. So I will mobilize them because they don't understand the army that they do have. The Philippines has an army. You guys can be the facilitators of beautiful change if we can just get you there. But I just don't think that they're used to having that type of power because on different world stages or different international stages, they don't feel like they have that power. It's almost like a form of body dysmorphia. It's like the Philippines is like the super hot popular chick, but they don't necessarily realize it yet. So they think that when everybody's staring at them, they think everybody's staring at them because they hate them. And it's like, no, sweetheart. Everybody's staring at you. Everybody's looking at you because you're that HBIC. Like, you're the queen. We're not staring at you because we hate you. We're staring at you because, like, we bow down. Like, that's why. It makes no sense. Even when I see, like, I'll see Filipinos in the comment section. They're like, why would you even talk about the Philippines? Hello? Who sets the bar in pageant world? Who's been the most consistent country in pageant world? Who has the biggest fan base in pageant world? And you're asking me why I talk about the Philippines? It would be disrespectful not to talk about the Philippines. Now, there are some instances, because I did a video, the close-up interviews, like, there's some fans who think every single video I do has to be around the Philippines. And I'm like, Number one, I don't think the Filipinos are that needy. I don't. I do not like, because the person was saying, I can't believe you didn't talk about Ribia. All of the Filipino fans are going to come for you. And I'm just like, I don't think that the Filipino fans are that desperate. I think that's a you thing. I think that's a you thing. Because to be honest, I don't think the Philippines needs me to tell them what's going on in the Philippines. I just don't think you guys need me for that. Like, I'll talk about it, but I don't think you need me to do constant updates on what Ribia is doing when you all know you follow her yourself. Like, I don't think you need me. I don't think that's what you're here for. It's for me, someone who lives in the United States, to tell you what's going on in the Philippines. No, I just don't think that's what you want. I talk about everybody because the Filipinos, they like competition. No matter what they say, look, they like competition and they want to know what their competition is doing and how to beat them. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The real reason you guys are over here watching all the videos is because you're secretly seeking to destroy everybody. That's why. And respect. Respect. I respect a competitor, okay? I'm a competitive person too. I get it. Philippines is ruthless. They like to pretend like they're not, but y'all are ruthless. You guys be coming to kill people. Oh my God. I do want to do a video about specifically the Philippines because, number one, like I said, we have to keep them entertained or they'll get like bored of us and they won't play with us anymore. So we got to do that. Oh, who did that? Let me click on that. The bacon be shaken. Yeah, the bacon be shaken. Thank you, the bacon be shaken. I love your name. Oh my God, I love your name. Amazing. Thank you for the super chat. What did it say? I want to see what it said. Sovereign 2024 for president, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that's why I do want to do a video specifically about the Philippines one day. Because number one, we have to keep them entertained because if they don't feel like they're being challenged, they're going to get bored of us. We got to like keep them in the game. But because they're continuously striving to be better, I think I think that is one country where we can really influence them to be really great. Like if we give the Philippines ideas to be great, I fully believe they'll use it. I fully believe they'll use it. And I'm talking about like not just the contestant, but the organization as a whole. Because quite honestly, if the Philippines really like, in my view, I think the Philippines can totally use their pageant power to like use their Miss Universe and even Bini Bini Filipinas could be a total tourist attraction. Like that itself is a huge draw to me. Like I would love to see their show live. The only thing that I think that would really like raise the bar for the Philippines, I'm just gonna say it. Sorry, France, okay, but I know the Filipinos are listening because they want to be the best. Philippines pageant organization, needs to figure out a way to be better than France's production. If they can do that, they would have the best pageant, bar none. Out of any international pageant even, it would be the best. Bar none. That if Filipinos are looking for somebody to take down, sorry to paint the target on France's back, but it would be France. Take out France. Steal their production quality, their staging, the whole deal. Go that. If you guys can outdo France, you have a straight tourist attraction on your hands. I would fly. I would find a way to see that happen. I would find a way. Who did that? I saw something. I think I know you. Oh, it's Mark. I do know you. Hi, Mark. Thanks for the super chat. It's nice to see you. That's what I want to see. Okay. Somebody spread that. Tell the organization I said that. I need them to like get into their competitive spirit and go up against France. Still do better production quality than France, be more creative than France, all of that. If they can pull that off, I'm going to lose my mind. That'd be the best pageant ever. Because they already have like some of the best, they do. They have, bar none, Philippines has the best coaches. Can't argue about that. That's not an argument. Like there is no basis for arguing on that point. Philippines has the best coaches, period. When it comes to competitors, they have the most consistently trained competitors. Like the only people that can even put competitors up against like the lineup that Philippines consistently brings is maybe Thailand, but Philippines has just been so consistent. They've been consistently bringing fantastic evening gowns. The only thing that any other country has over their national competition is the production. If they can take out France production wise, they win. They win. They win. Like I really couldn't even think of anything else to like make them better. They would have the most iconic pageant ever. Like Miss Grand would be pissed. I don't know what to say. They would be mad. Look, and I'm pretty sure like some of the Filipinos would love to piss off the Grand organization. Put on the best production you possibly can. That's how you do it. And yeah, I'm instigating pageant war because I'm a pageant fan and I want to see it happen. Whatever. I want to see you succeed. If you guys can make it happen, I'm happy. I will be there. I'm going to sneak into the building. Look, let me tuck my white hair away, put a hat on, and I'll be silently waving a Philippines flag. And if you see me, look, mind your business, okay? Mind your business. The USA doesn't need to know anything. Just let me wave my flag. I need to see it happen. I'm so surprising, like, why they haven't done it. I've been said, look, here's one. They said your sarcasm is what's irritating some Filipinos. Again, some don't say Philippines like it's composed of the same-minded people. I'm pretty sure any time that I've given criticism to any country, it's all, like I've given criticism to a lot of countries because, I don't play favorites. I really don't care. I've given criticism to a lot of countries, and I've gone back because sometimes I'll be like, was I so into this video that I didn't say this? So I went and rewatched certain videos. Oh, who's that? Oh, Marla K. I remember you, Marla. Hi. I love it when like people that I've seen before pops up. It says, love that you keep it honest. Love it. I do my best. Thank you, Marla. But I'm pretty sure that every time that I've given a country as a whole criticism, I'm very clear that it's not an entire population. And I went back and watched through some of the videos to be sure that I did say that. And I did say that multiple times in the video that you're referencing. Multiple times. Not only did I say it was not all Filipinos, I said that it wasn't even just the Philippines. It's other nations display certain behaviors as well. Because as I've said, some of the most vicious things that I have ever heard come from Americans. But when it comes to facilitating change within the pageant community, who has the power to do it? The Philippines. So I go to you guys. I go to the Philippines. I'm not going to complain to the Americans. I'm going to the Philippines, okay? The Philippines, the Americans are being ridiculous, but because you guys own the pageant world, go set them straight. I don't have an army like that. Like I have a little bit of an army, but the Philippines has like a whole armada. Like they have everything. I'm going to the Philippines. Okay. You guys need to handle it. That's why I'm like, why do you address the Philippines? Because you guys are the ones with the guns. You guys are the ones with the army. You have the ammunition and the rifles. Who else am I going to talk to? I just think because they're not used to having that level of respect or responsibility, they don't realize. So they think when people are coming to them, they're coming to them to attack them. And I'm like, no, we're coming to you because you are our protectors. Like y'all are the ones that keep pageant world like tamed. And if we lose the Philippines, then we're really screwed, to be totally honest. Then we're really screwed. Okay. Because it's just, it's good to have at least one dominant nation because then it helps to keep everybody else in line. But if it's just like a free-for-all, it's chaos. And I don't want that because then it's really going to be nastiness all over the internet. And it's already like bad as it is. If I'm able to get the biggest powerhouse to like portray or extend some sort of responsibility and show other fans how things are done or how to behave, people will follow in their footsteps. Because I already have like a big segment of the population doing it. Like they will set the standard as they do with everything else. If you can like get the Philippines to set the standard for one thing, everybody will follow them. That's why you go and you get the Philippines. Always get them. They set the standard. It's easy. Sometimes it's difficult for them to like understand, but USA possibly holding back as a strategy up until now. I have said this before. Because I understand the prospect of holding back and like playing your cards close to your chest. I get that. But a Miss Universe is never bad. A Miss Universe is never lackluster. A Miss Universe is never someone that really doesn't shine. It is never really someone that is not representing herself well. So, for example, Catriona, she really wasn't showing her absolute everything during like the run up to the Miss Universe competition. But she was never bad. She never misrepresented herself. Every time she walked into the room, she was a shining beacon. Same thing with Zosie. Zosie, before being crowned, during Miss Universe, like pre-activities, she was still very good at representing herself. She still portrayed herself as a queen. She still looked like a Miss Universe contender. That's my issue with having that be an excuse. A Miss Universe is never going to not sparkle. So even if Miss USA was playing her cards close to her chest, it's still inappropriate for the way that she's been portraying herself this week through like the pre-activities and through everything that we've seen. I saw her in like this white dress where the dress wasn't ironed and it looked wrinkly and her hair wasn't done. There's no reason for her to be looking that way if she's a true contender. Regardless of if she's playing her cards close to her chest or not, there is absolutely no reason for her to look that way. That's, what is that? Oh, hi, CJ. I admire you for your honest and no BS feedback, opinion. Keep them coming. I do my best. I never want to be like super mean. Okay. I think the only time that I can get mean is if you're being racist, because it's very difficult for me to be nice in those situations. Truly it is. I don't like discrimination. But other than that, I do my best not to be mean, especially when it comes to pageant queens, because I understand the tough position that they can be in. I don't want them to like feel bad. I'm not trying to be that person. But yeah, there's no reason for Miss USA to be portraying herself in any sort of lackluster manner that is unbecoming of a queen. She should still look her best. She should still be shining and sparkling. She should be a beacon of light. And I think that there was a solid 5 days where she was MIA. Couldn't believe it. What time is it over here? It is about just past 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's just past 10 o'clock at night. Am I going to watch Miss U live? Yes, I am. Absolutely. Absolutely, I am. Yeah. I'm not happy with what's been going on with USA. My plan is to do a preliminary live reaction, and then I'm going to try to get Mama Sovereign to watch finals with me. She doesn't have the attention span to keep up with prelims. She really doesn't. Look, and that's not me being shady. Mom knows I say things to people's face, and she's well aware. She is very well aware. I live in California, so I live on the opposite end of the country. So if prelims is always earlier in the day for me than it is for people in like Florida. So prelims is probably going to be around like 7 or 8 at night. That means it's going to be around 5 or 6 for me over here, if not earlier, maybe 4. But I will be doing it live for sure. For sure. And usually that's the night that I don't get any sleep because I work really hard to put that video out as quick as possible, because we only have maybe a 2-day or even a 1-day turnaround before finals. Thank God I have a new computer, because the preliminary reaction usually is about an hour because it's like a 3-hour competition, and editing that video used to be horrendous because I did it on a laptop and it was torture. Like there are times I wanted to cry, you guys. It was so bad. So thank God I have a better computer now. I'll be able to like get it up without completely torturing myself. That'll be great, right? That'll be fun. National costume. I mean, if we want to do national costume, I can do that. For sure, for sure. what is this? Filipinos lose face easily, so being called up front feels like an attack to most of us. We can't handle criticisms well, but we're getting there. Like I said, that's good. I'm like, I understand that, and I try to be understanding about it. I understand that the Philippines is not used to people coming to them because they're not used to being an international type of powerhouse. From what I know about Miss Universe, they did say that they are streaming it for free on their YouTube channel. So it should be really easy to catch the streams of the competition. But I do understand that when people come to talk about the Philippines, or they're talking about Filipinos specifically, Filipinos don't understand why. Because they're not used to that type of attention. They're not used to having like international superpowers. Like, they're like, what? They're not used to that. I get that. But it's like, you guys, you got to catch up. We need you. Like, I honestly, there was a minute where I thought that they knew. Like, I'm like, Philippines has been a powerhouse. You should know. But I don't think they truly understood the level of power or respect they had in the international community when it comes to pageants. So a lot of people will talk about them specifically because you're the superpower. It's kind of like the United States. When it comes to certain like international things, the United States is a main topic. Not because, people hate us. They have, look, I'm not going to say they don't have reason to be mad at the United States, but the United States is a topic because the United States is an international superpower. They're relevant. You can't really discuss much going on the world stage without discussing the United States. The same goes for the Philippines and pageants. We can't really discuss much that's going on in international pageants without discussing the Philippines. It goes hand in hand. You are the United States superpower of the pageant world. So we talk about you. We have no choice. People are like, why do you always talk about them? I have no choice. Philippines is inevitably going to be in the top 5 of at least one of the international super pageants. So like, we have no choice. But as time goes on, hopefully they will realize, like, oh, people are talking about us because like we are the it girl. Philippines, you're the it girl. That's why we talk about you. What do you think of the venue for Miss Universe this year? Depends. It depends. We haven't seen the full stage and setup and everything. I've seen like a mock-up of the stage, but I haven't seen like the stage. You're so right and so good on how you formulate your thoughts. Love from DC. Oh, DC! I was in DC. I really like DC. I'm happy though. Thank you so much, Dario. And who was over here? Sims 3 Reality Central. I love Sims. I love Sims. I did a Sims video on the family channel. I love Sims. I'm a drama starter in Sims, just so you know. I start drama. My family, not all of my families are a mess, but the families that are a mess are a hot mess. I don't even know what to tell you. I have to do like a live stream on my Sims and show you, but don't judge me, okay? I start drama on Sims. I don't start it in real world, but on Sims, I'm messy. It's so much fun. How about Cameroon watching from the Philippines? I'm happy that I'm seeing that Cameroon is probably going to be wearing her braids during competition. I've been waiting for that to happen. Because that's one of those things that people like to discriminate against Black people for, is our ethnic hairstyles. And finally, we're getting somebody rocking braids. Thank goodness. Yes, proud to be Filipino watching. Oh, from Saudi Arabia. That makes sense. I'm able to see analytics of where people are from, and there's a lot of people from Saudi Arabia. What's up? Should IMG sell MU to another country like Philippines? I think for the time being, it's best not to, because I do not want people to start throwing around accusations of bias towards the Philippines. Because once again, Filipinos they may just be coming to terms with the fact that they are in fact a superpower. You are in fact a superpower. But with that type of power comes criticism. If they were to be in charge of MU, I guarantee other countries would always be accusing them of misusing their power. So for the safety of just the Philippines and their sanity, I'm saying don't do it. Because right now, you guys damn near own the pageant community. So for you to also literally own Miss Universe, it would seem like a conflict of interest to a lot of pageants, and you would never escape the accusations of bias. Trust me, from a YouTube, people accuse me of bias, and I'm like, I legitimately have not gotten an answer to that question, because I've asked people who said that, and I'm like, exactly what country am I biased towards? That's a legitimate question of mine. that no one has been able to answer, because people be like, you're just biased. And I'm like, but towards who? You can't say the United States, because I drag the United States constantly on our nonsense. I was actually pretty happy when I finally got to put the USA in like my top threes and stuff. I was super happy about that. You can't say the Philippines, because talk about the Philippines too. Like there's really no country that I would say has been totally safe on my channel. Maybe some of the European, I mean, I've gotten on Europe as a continent. So Brazil, maybe? I don't know. It makes no sense to me. I don't know. Yes, I'm aware that Ribian does follow me, and people, I want to know what you guys think about that, because there's a reason that I don't every year follow all of the girls. Number one, I would have to follow all of them, because if I pick like 10, it almost seems unfair, like I'm playing favorites, right? And then at the end of the Miss Universe season, am I supposed to unfollow all of them? Because that seems mean to me. That seems like me saying, okay, now you're irrelevant, you can go now. That seems super unfair to me to do that, and mean. Oh, thanks, Dell. I see you. Thank you. I'm legitimately curious, because people are like, why didn't you follow Ribia back? For several reasons. Number one, I don't want to play favorites, and I don't want to immediately unfollow people after Miss Universe season, because that seems mean. Like oh, you're irrelevant. Bye. Like bye. That seems awful. The other thing with Ribia specifically, okay, I'm sentimental. I'm very sentimental. If I follow her, I'm not going to unfollow her. That's number one. I like when you're on my Instagram, you're stuck. You're just there. Okay. Ask Maria. Rambulan, still there. She's not going anywhere for many, many years. I still follow Ireland from 10 years ago. You're not going anywhere. I'm not going to let you go. But besides that, if I follow Ribia, I have been watching this woman through her journey for more than a year. I see her face every day. Legit, I don't have to follow her, because I follow hashtags that keep me updated with like all the contestants. But Ribby is like the one that people really love to update on. I see her face every single day. And I still check her Instagram, okay? Because I'm compulsive. I'm very compulsive. So I try to keep my own compulsions in line. But if I follow her, I'm not going to unfollow her. And then when the new Miss Universe Philippines is crowned, what do I do? Because then all I'm going to do and remember and be nostalgic for is Ribia. I'm going to, every time I see the new Miss Universe Philippines, I'm going to be like, I miss Ribia. I'm going to be nostalgic for Ribia. I'm going to want Ribia to come back. I'm going to consistently and constantly compare the new Miss Universe Philippines to Ribia. Because I'm not going to be able to let her go. Especially if she's just on my Instagram and I see her all the time. All I'm going to think about is how much I want her back. How much the crown should be on her head. Why can't I like keep her? Like you guys, I get attached. And you have to understand, I've literally been watching her for a year. Like I've seen her life and her journey and her work ethic. It's already going to be very difficult to like watch her walk away. But if I have her on my Instagram, like it's going to be very difficult for me to allow her to just go off and start paying attention to a new Miss Universe Philippines. When I'm just going to be thinking about the old one. She's going to be like the ex that you can't get over. And I'm definitely trying not to have that happen, because people are like, you should follow her back. I'm terrified of following her back. I already see her face every single day. But because I'll be sad. Like once she's no longer queen, every time when there's a new queen, every time her face pops up on my Instagram, I'm just going to be like, I miss you. It'd be sad. That's why it's very rare for me to follow any of the Miss Universe women. The only reason I follow like Abina, I started following Abina way before she won. And I wanted to keep updates on her, but nobody was updating on her at the time because she wasn't truly a contender. Nobody was like looking at her the way I was looking at her. So I followed her because that's the only way I could keep track of her. Same thing with Curacao. I follow a lot of hashtags that give me updates on the contestants, but nobody was paying attention to Curacao, and I really wanted to see what she was going to turn into and what her developments were. So I had to follow her because nobody was going to give me updates on her. So I had to follow Curacao. At this time, I think there's only two women that I follow. Two. And to be totally honest, I don't need to follow them because I have like my detail oriented mind typically will work against me. I almost have a compulsion. Like the amount of information that I intake in a day would make you think that I was crazy. Because the I just if I was to write it down on paper, you wouldn't believe what I'm able to put in my brain in a day. I see all the girls every day. I will go to their I went to their Instagrams today. I don't follow most of them, and yet I was on Canada's Instagram. I was on Ayu Melita's Instagram. I was on Adeline's Instagram a lot. Curacao, like I went and found Korea, China. I was on everybody's Instagram. It doesn't matter if I follow them or not. I'm still on their Instagram. It's just because of the way that my brain works. My Instagram is very curated because I have interest in other things besides pageants. I have a motorcycle, so I have like motorcycle stuff. I used to be a fitness competitor, so I still have fitness stuff on there. If I were to follow constantly all Miss Universe contestants, I would never get to see anything else. Never. Never. Like that would be my world. And I don't think that's healthy, especially for a brain like mine who has a compulsion for just a ridiculous intake of information for absolutely no reason. Do you guys know I read the Wikipedia page for rope one time and was researching different knots? Why? I don't know. I don't know. My brain does that. I research things for no reason. I researched the color blue. I researched the color blue. Do you know there's a historical context for the color blue? It makes no sense. My brain does things that makes no sense. And I have to keep myself under control. Better safe than sorry. Like if you guys knew the things that I get into when I am bored and the amount of like information I take in for no reason, it's ridiculous. So I just, I'm ridiculous. Just, yeah, don't trust me at all. I mean, it makes it very easy for me for like school. You know, I can ace a test easily. Like just my brain absorbs information. But like when I'm watching stuff on my computer, I have no joke. I have I can show you guys. I don't have to sit here and charge my phone. I'm gonna out myself. When I am sitting at my laptop, I usually have 3 devices going. I will have this on. I'll usually have this on, and then I'll have this on, and then I will be on my phone whilst working on this. I will have a good 3 to 5 devices open and running and functioning. And I don't know how. If my mom comes in and she questions me and I'll be doing my homework while editing a video, while, reading comments and watching a show. And somehow my brain can do that. I don't know. And if I don't do that, I get bored. If I'm not doing 3 things at a time, my brain gets bored. I don't understand me either. But it's almost like a compulsion. So if people are like, why is your brain so detailed? It's almost like a compulsion. I don't know. Miss India. I said that earlier. India's getting a video because I saw her in that red bikini and I don't even know if I could call look, India, she reached the level of like girl crush. I was like, girl, no, you didn't. She gave me a girl crush moment. That's what that was. That wasn't a normal fangirl. I was like, damn, India. Really? That's you? You did this, India? I was like, girl, did you see her bikini though? India. Thanks, Danny. Hi, Danny Dulac? Danny Dulac. I like that. It reminds me of, what is it? That song from Shrek, and it's cool. I like the new look. If you didn't see India in that red bikini, that red bathing suit, She was clearly feeling very pretty that day. And I'm not mad at her. She looked amazing. Okay. She looked amazing. Amazing. Oh my gosh, she looked amazing. Um, who are we looking at? Not, it wasn't Philippines. Who? Oh, the new format. The old format I think saved a lot of countries. Saved a lot of countries. There is no safety buffer zone this year. I actually kind of like the new format. I kind of like the new format. I'm actually pretty excited to see what's about to happen. I did my list without doing a country format, so I think it's gonna like work out. I think it's gonna work out. Some people's lists are screwed. Mine is fine. Mine is fine. We talked about Myanmar because she had like lost her luggage or something, and I felt really bad, but it seems like she's gonna be okay. Why am I missing? Oh, I was gonna say, why am I missing a crown? Because I have crown shelves over there, and there's a spot missing, but I wore that one today, so it's around here somewhere. That's why. I was gonna say, oh, that's why I want to fix it because my compulsion demands that I put the crown in its place. So now I have to do it because I looked at it. I told you guys, not joking. Okay, life is better now. I put the crown in its proper spot. I'm terrible. What's the format? Isn't it we're not doing continents this year. There are no continent breakdowns this year. None of that. So nobody's safe. Like it's gonna happen. Cambodia is a happy surprise. That is a happy surprise. That's like, I've been wanting some countries that haven't been in the top to be in the top. So I am happy to see Cambodia. Such a wonderful surprise to see her like doing well, like being a contender. Like, thank you. Yes. Cambodia and Nicaragua were like two women that I thought people were like severely underestimating, especially Nicaragua. How has she been flying under everybody's radar? Makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. I've seen photos of Argentina. I haven't seen Argentina doing too much. This is why in the video I was saying I want to see like more of other women, because we see so much of like the powerhouses, the same ones that we've seen so much. I want to see other countries like El Salvador. Where the hell has El Salvador been? No one thought to go just check in and see how El Salvador's doing? Like what can we see other women, please? I do want to see them. I think that one year I am gonna, well, not 1 year, I'll probably go multiple times, right? But next year maybe I will actually go to the Miss Universe competition so that I can like be around myself. And the only thing I'm concerned about is I don't know if the public has enough access to really get photos or videos of the ladies themselves. That's an, so I don't know, but the women the women should be putting out videos, put out the videos. And I told the girls like, hey, give me the videos, I'll post them. Like, I want to see different people, please. Honestly, if I could just like, I don't think Miss Universe would do it, but if I could just ask Miss Universe, like, hey, can I just have like a press pass and I'll just be like the behind the scenes press for the entire pageant community. The entire week, I'll just follow around as many girls as I possibly can and take photos and videos of all of them. I'll do it. I will do it. In fact, you don't have to pay me. You do not have to pay me. I will do it, Miss Universe. Just so the fans have the content, I will do it. Because I mean, it's like, you guys need the press anyways. You guys should, quite honestly, Miss Universe should have people that have like press credentials or whose job it is to photograph and take videos of the girls. But I don't think they have that. So that's why it's so difficult for us to get any content from them. If Miss Universe had specific people going around gathering the content, I think that it would be better. And I want to be one of those people because I would make sure it got done right. And everybody got coverage. Like, where is Ukraine? Where is Ukraine? Where has she been? I haven't seen much of Denmark either. I think they're Norway? Like, where is everybody? Where is everybody? I did actually want to go see Korea. I'm not concerned about Korea's speaking ability. I'm concerned about her stage presentation. I don't know what's been going on with like China, Japan, and Korea. Those countries have been sending like really bubbly, like high-spirited women for a couple years, but they haven't had the technical ability. And I'm just like, but why? Why is it so hard for everybody to just get a coach or something? Like I don't understand. Because everybody talks about like Asian domination, which, yeah, that's a legitimate thing. But there are certain Asians that are just not present in the domination. There are certain Asians that are missing, and I don't understand why. Like, let's not leave out the other Asians, okay? Because China has been like left out in the wilderness for a couple years, and I would prefer her to be a part of the pack. I want to see China be a threat. That'd be nice. Laos too. Actually, I had Laos on my list. I had Laos because I went and checked. I went and checked on her. She's a bit closer than like China and Korea, I think. But I want to see other nations, other countries. It's possible. Romania is cute. She is cute. She is cute. She really is. Thoughts about South Africa getting back to back? It's possible, but with oof, competition this year is fierce. I mean, the competition this year is no joke. No joke. It is absolutely no joke. It's gonna be hard. Is it possible? Yes, but it's gonna be hard. Like you're damn, they're gonna have to fist fight India, Thailand, and the Philippines. Like Mexico, she's gonna snipe you through a rifle. Like you got to be a superhero to get past these women because they are not playing games. The top like 7 or 8, they're not to be played with, and they're taking it very seriously. It's so dangerous. What is that? Jobet. Hi, Jobet. It says, what are your thoughts of Miss USA arrival outfit? It seems that she's not aiming for the MU crown. Also, I can see Miss Curacao and Bolivia as a dark horse. I've been saying Curacao. You guys have heard me talk about Curacao many times. I've been talking about Curacao. As I said earlier, I don't think I don't. I'm sorry on behalf of my country. I don't mind apologizing. I don't. The team itself, it's not just Miss USA. The team itself is just hasn't been putting forth the effort for several years. But this year, it's just like they're sleeping. They're asleep at the wheel. And Asia deserves better, and she didn't get it. And there's not enough time to pick the ball up. They dropped the ball. They really dropped the ball. And now we're just sitting around waiting to see how bad the damage is. And so far, the damage has been bad. I'm terrified of prelims. The arrival outfit, I showed my mom because I do double check. Like people think I don't check. I will double check with other people before I make a decision on something. If I feel like I'm being too harsh or if I feel like I'm being too nitpicky, because I judge myself. So I asked my mom what she thought. Mom was upset. I told the people in the Discord when it happened. Mom was upset when I showed her the photos of Miss USA. And then she found out competition was in a week. She stormed out of my room. My mother was mad. Yeah, I'm not like the team is not helping her. Hell, I don't think she has friends helping her, and it's not fair. And I'm upset. And I have a video about it. But it took a lot for me to get through that video because I had to try 4 times on different days because I kept getting just so irritated. Did you guys see the official headshot photo for Miss USA? You see that? The one with the purple eyeshadow. Did you see the one with the purple eyeshadow? Did you see? I saw. Greco, Archibald. Hi, Sovereign. All loves from Philippines. Hi. You guys make me want to go to the Philippines so bad. Problem is, I probably wouldn't leave. And then the Philippines would have to deport me because then there would just be a fugitive American refusing to leave their shoreline. Don't deport me home. Citizenship, please. I just want to go. You guys just seem like you're having so much fun over there. And then there's just me in the United States all by myself. And it's just not fun. I want to go. I just want to go. Does Philippines lives up to your expectations? Well, it's not competition time yet, but like I said, Philippines makes me comfortable. I don't have to worry about Philippines. That's the thing. I don't worry about them. And it's very soothing it's a very soothing feeling to not have to worry about the Philippines. I am not concerned that they're gonna do well. If there's one thing I can rely on them for, it's a consistent, beautiful performance, and I highly appreciate it. Everybody else gives me like minuscule heart attacks. Not the Philippines. Every time Philippines runs around, I can just like sit back, relax, and just enjoy the show. Because they always give me something to enjoy. I don't have to like feel stressed. Oh, it's every time I think about it, it's such a like relief. It's a relieving feeling. Feels good. I love the swimwear. Swimwear is great. We got a lot of cheek showing in some of those swimsuits, don't we? I mean, I'm not Philippines will win the fan vote. Of course she will. Of course she will. But I don't think she needs it. So they'll probably give it to somebody else, but I don't think the Philippines is gonna need the fan vote. They're gonna vote for her regardless, but does she need it? No. She can get there on her own merits easily. Easily. For sure. Hi, Larmon. Who are your letdowns post-arrival, and what do you think of having 21 finalists this year, even if there are lesser delegates? I'm happy with the 21 finalists. I mean, the more girls, the merrier, right? I want to see as many as possible. I mean, at this point, I'm just like stuck on the United States because I'm pretty sure everybody agrees that one's kind of a letdown from what we've seen. I mean, miracles do happen, but I don't know how. From what I've seen, I don't see how they could pull this type of magic. Like, it would be some straight Harry Potter wizardry to suddenly have Asia just be in this gorgeous gown, giving the most miraculous performance. Like, I just don't see it happening. I just don't. And I'm sad about it. So tomorrow I'm probably going to be editing 2 videos for USA and India, because I have no choice. I just have no choice. It's funny because one of the videos is really, really good and positive. Like, I'm so happy with India. Like, she was giving me everything. And then there's USA, and it's just like, oh God. It's just a lot. I'm upset. I'm a little sad that we haven't been seeing more of Myanmar. Or not, well, Myanmar too, but Great Britain. Great Britain. She's great. Great Britain is great. I went to her. I told you guys, compulsion. I went to Great Britain's Instagram page today too, and she's there. She's doing her thing. So I'm probably gonna have to start posting about her on my Instagram because she's just not getting coverage, even though she is making videos. She's definitely making videos. Just people aren't paying attention to her. So I might have to post her myself. A pageant makeup tutorial, that would be fun. Probably. What is that? I've seen some tan lines. What girl was that? I think it was Denmark or Norway. There was like a huge tan line across her forehead, and everybody in the Discord saw that, and it was like, what the hell? Do you think the non-continental and new hosts will make this edition more fun than last time? Probably. Probably. Especially not having any continents. They're probably going to make it more fun than last time. I actually think so. Senorita Lara. I like that. Let's just spread love and foster positive vibes to our candidates. Hi, Miss Sovereign. I'm a fan watching from the Philippines. Hi. And you're correct. I love the positivity. I love the positivity. If you go to some people's Instagram pages, some of like the contestants, you'll randomly see comments from me. I just like pop in there and just say like wonderful things because they deserve it and they don't always get the recognition. I like doing that. Like, honestly, putting smiles on people's faces feels super good. It feels super good. That's why I let you guys laugh at me so much, because I mean, as long as it's putting a smile on your face, I don't mind. Yeah, I think the breakdown this year should make things very, very, very interesting. Super interesting. Curacao, yep. Been talking about her. She's been doing really good. She's like really, really trying. Curaçao's really, really trying, and it's obvious. And that's a girl, you can look at her and you can tell she's trying. Curacao, you can tell she's trying. Why we're not getting that over here, I just don't understand. People seem to be loving South Africa. Like, she was chosen like off bat to be a part of a lot of sponsorship events. Yeah, and she had like darkened her hair and everything. She looks very sultry and intense. I mean, she's ready. And it's funny, like this, she was the person from South Africa who I wanted to go to Miss Universe. So when she was announced, I was like, well, thank goodness, because she was the one I wanted to go, because I felt like she was the one that had the most potential to do well at Miss Universe. So that is fantastic. I haven't seen much of Armenia. There's a lot of girls that have been missing from the conversation. Like, where are they? Why are we missing like half of the competitors? That's why I'm like, I'm going to have to go to the girls' Instagrams myself and like get some of the clips, because I feel like even Belize, Belize, I feel like she's been missing too. El Salvador, I've only seen one image of El Salvador. Like, what's going on? So before I go to sleep tonight, I'm definitely going to have to just go be nosy and post some of the girls myself, because I feel like they need more attention. Why don't you follow the candidates? We talked about that earlier. Number one, I don't want to play favorites, because to follow like 5 of them and not all of them playing favorites. Number 2, I feel bad if I have to unfollow them at the end of the season, because then I feel like I'm treating them as if they're suddenly irrelevant, which is mean. That makes me feel very uncomfortable to just follow all of them and then just be like, okay, competition's over, bye. Like, that's mean. And then specifically when it comes to certain women who I really like, would be, I don't want to become super attached to them. I use the example of Miss Universe Philippines. If I follow her, it's going to be very difficult for me to let her go once there's a new Miss Universe Philippines, because I'm constantly going to compare the new queen to the old queen, and I'm constantly going to miss the old queen. Like, I'm going to always think about her and, oh, she did this better, or why can't we have her back? Like, it's going to give me endless nostalgia, and I'm always going to want her. So it's just like, I'm trying to keep myself from being attached to them. Like, who is it? Pia. I follow Pia now, but I didn't start following Pia until 3 years after she gave up her crown. 3 years after she gave up her crown. Like, I'm very careful because I'm sentimental and I'll get attached. Do you think Europe could be shut out of the top 21? It's 21 competitors, so not entirely, but we all know, I think, that Europe's going to be the continent that suffers the most. I think that that's pretty obvious. Who are your biggest surprises this time? Those you didn't see coming as contenders. If I had to say people who are like on the peripheral of my radar, that was like Vietnam, Laos, possibly Italy. She might be packing something back there. It's possible. Some of the girls are sus. Like, I don't know. You might come out of nowhere. I do try to keep my eyes open for other people, which is why I like complain about not getting to see more women, because I don't want to just focus on the powerhouses. I know they're going to be fine, but where's Malaysia? Because Malaysia's been on the peripheral too. I actually have a video that just never got uploaded about Malaysia. So I'm like, she's one of them. I have a video. I do have a video about Malaysia. It just never got uploaded. Wait, I saw that. Would love to send you a pin I made of Kat and Pia. Let me know where I can send it. You made a pin? Like a pin or a pin? What type of pin? Greco Archibald, I am intrigued. I like pins. I like any type of pins. You guys, do you know how much of a nerd I am? Look at my pin. And this is an actual dip pin. Like, I actually have ink that I dip this pin into and then write. All of the pins, I refuse to write with a normal pen because I'm that compulsive. All of my pins are like super fancy feather fountain pins. And they're everywhere. And why can't I just be a normal person? I'm not a normal person. I don't understand why. Like, all of my pins are fancy pins. They're all like felt tip things. Even the journal that I write in. Like, I can't help myself. Everything's like an aesthetic to me. This one has a dragon on the end of it. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a nerd. I love pins, and they're all like beautiful pins. It's a 3-inch, come back here, enamel fantasy pin. A fantasy pin? I love everything fantasy. That's my thing. That is my thing. Wait till you guys find out what I actually ordered from like the Ukraine. You guys are gonna list. I can't believe this girl. I swear, the things that I do sometimes, I can't help myself. Okay, look, I have crowns on my wall, and those aren't even the only crowns on my wall, because I have crowns on my wall up there too. They're everywhere. Like the things that I do, I can't help myself. My coffee cup has a crown on it. I just never stop. I don't know. It's a thing for me. Even my notepad is a sterling silver. Oh God, it's a sterling silver vintage notepad. That's actually solid silver. Why? I don't know. There's just certain things that I just do, and I have no idea. My grandmother gave that to me, by the way, just in case you're like, what? You have a solid silver what? My grandma, it's a hand-me-down. Caribbean. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let me see what's going on Instagram, because I have my Instagram right now. See, I told you guys I opened Instagram and I'm snitching on myself. I was totally on Jamaica's Instagram page. That was the last Instagram page. Like, I've been sitting here going through people's Instagram page because I'm nosy. Let's see what pulls up. I'm so nosy. I can't help it. I don't know why I do what I do. It makes no sense. Go back to IG. What pops up on Instagram? Nope, don't care about Portia. Oh, look, it's Pia. I'm horrible, but it's Pia. Pia's on my IG. Let's see. I can show. I wonder if I can switch and see what like pops up over here. Yeah, there's Pia. She's chilling, living her happy life. Usually I have pageant. See, I have fantasy stuff that pops up. So I don't want my entire feed to be full of nothing but Miss Universe stuff. But right now, usually it's Miss Universe stuff, because I'm getting like constant updates. There's Maria, Miss Rambulan. There's Miss Rambulan, because I'm not letting her go. Fight me. Fashion Nova. Why did all of the sudden all the pageant stuff calm down? Because usually as soon as I get on here, it's nothing but pageant stuff. See? Oh, this is Aces and Queens giving an update on not Pia. I'm ridiculous. But yeah, Ribia. They're giving an update on her. But I've already seen this outfit. I've seen so many outfits. Let's see. The Hard Rock. You know what? Canada has been in a lot of different stuff. I've seen her in a lot of photo shoots. They're really enjoying using her as a model. Who is that? Who is that? No, that's not South Africa. Who is that? Who is that? Who is this? Who is that? That doesn't really look like South Africa. It kind of looks like, but I don't think that's South Africa. Who is this? Canada, blah. Oh, Puerto Rico. Yeah, that's actually, maybe it's just made her hair look darker. Interesting. Yeah, we got Canada and Puerto Rico working here. Who is this? Oh, this Miss You updates. What's going on over here? The girls. Hopefully you guys are keeping up with the updates as well. So let's see. Most of these girls I've been seeing. Do you see how we're not really getting too many others? Let's see who's over here. Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, Philippines, Mexico, Canada. These are the same people. Where are the European nations? We finally got a Great Britain. Kosovo. This is the first picture I've seen Kosovo in. First one. Croatia has been heavily ignored. Portugal's been heavily ignored. Malta, Netherlands. Yeah, they've been ignored. Ridiculously ignored. Because I have been seeing everybody else. And I want to see Slovak Republic. There's another one that's been heavily ignored. China. Bahamas is over here. Sir, girl, aren't you going to dinner? There was no need to go full diva. There was no need for full diva. I'm not mad at it, but damn. she went like the showstopper. I wonder what your evening gown's going to be like if that's what you're wearing to dinner. Good Lord, girl. The dream. Everybody should have girlfriends like this. I would love to just have like a group of girlfriends and we just like go around and take stunning photos and live life and be happy together. It would be amazing. Jamaica. Who's this? Who's this? Canada. Oh, Canada, Philippines, Romania. They've been using a lot of Canada, like a lot of Canada. I'm actually very surprised. Very, very surprised. Nicaragua, Bolivia, and Spain, South Africa. I've seen her a lot. Yeah. Indonesia's outfit here was, oh, I love this video. I love this video. Yeah, look at it. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at it. You see that? Yes. 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 Oh my God. Yes. Girl crush. Look at her. Oh my God. I'm sorry. This whole 30-second everything just made me want to make a whole video. India. Like, what the heck? Romania? Oh my God. I know. Oh, with the my question is, are they going to allow them to have that much cheek out? Look at the cheek. That's a lot of cheek. I'm not mad at it, but I'm just like, I'm a little surprised. But I mean, if they can get away with it, they can get away with it. She's clearly feeling herself. Look at the face. The face. The face. The face. Oh God, the facial look, a face sells everything. A face sells everything. And if she performs like this on stage, it's over. That's amazing. That's amazing. Panama has always been able to walk. I'm hoping that she gives enough facial expression, because I said that about her when I talked about her, because she can walk. She's very graceful. She's very beautiful. If she can give face, she'll be fine. But this is why this competition is so hard, because they've had so much time to prepare. So much time to prepare. Czech Republic, haven't seen much of you. Haven't seen much of you. Very interesting. This photo of Natasha was amazing. Whew. Keep that forever, girl. Hang it over your bed. They used her in a lot of promo. I would like to see more of Vietnam. I saw her close-up video. I actually really liked the way it was shot and everything. It was actually very pretty. See, I have been stalking you guys. Like, I've been here. I have been working. Oh, this way. Yeah, I have been doing things, paying attention to these girls. Because if you haven't been, I've been. Yeah, India, though, I really did a whole video on India just because of that video. Because the face. Her face. Oh, God. How do you resist, though? Like, you can't. You can't. Tell me how can you? You know what? I just remembered this. Ireland. I'm mad at Ireland. I'm mad. Do you guys remember Ireland during Fashion Week? Let's be totally honest. There was no, I have no intentions on going to Florida. I hadn't planned to, but now I'm kind of regretting not going. But Florida is kind of one of the worst places when it comes to COVID right now. So it was like an iffy thing for me. But do y'all remember Ireland when it came to Fashion Week? I'm not talking about Ireland right now. Fashion Week, Ireland. Ireland did not serve fashion during Fashion Week. If you go back and watch her Fashion Week, it was not giving you proper Fashion Week. And I was upset about it because I felt like she was very much underutilized and I didn't understand what was going on. Suddenly she shows up to Miss Universe and her face is slayed and she's gorgeous. And I'm just like, what the hell? Why weren't we getting this the entire time? Why weren't we getting this Ireland the entire time? The whole time, this is what I should have been getting from Ireland. The whole time I should have been getting this amazing face. The rest of the months prior, every time I saw her on screen, she wasn't really doing much. She wasn't trying, wasn't none of that. Then she shows up at Miss Universe. I'm happy she showed up at Miss Universe and she looked like she showed up to play games because she looks amazing. And I'm like, why did it take so long? I'm happy it finally happened, but it took an uncomfortable amount of time to get her here. But thank God. Because I had questions. I had questions about who was dealing with that. I'm reading Jessica's comment. It says, you have all the qualities to judge Miss Universe. Hope to see you judge MU in the future. Love from Philippines. That would be fun. We'll see, though. I don't know what Miss Universe... I don't know. Miss Universe has had a lot of different types of judges, so probably wouldn't be an issue because I realize that I am very outspoken, but I would prefer to be outspoken and honest than like almost be untrue to myself for the possible benefit of like organizations liking me. I don't like doing that. I didn't get on YouTube so that organizations would like me. Now, if they happen to like me, then that's great. But that wasn't the purpose of the channel, was just to like, I'm going to make the organizations love me and then they will let me join. That wasn't the purpose. But seeing that they've had people like Lou Sierra be, a coach for the girls throughout the years, and Lou is very outspoken. If you think, look, I am nothing compared to Lou. Lou will tell you about your unstraightened little peacock legs, and she will not feel bad about it. Lou will let you have it. She'll let you have it with love, but she will not pull her punches at all. She plays no games, and she doesn't have time to play games. She's got about a week to whip these girls into shape. She's not going to be nice about it all the time. So I'm like, if they can handle Lou, then yeah, maybe they'll be okay with me. Is that my mom? That is my mom. Hi, Mom. Mom's here. She got off of work. Lou is the best runway coach. And you know what? I think that honestly, one of the reasons she is the best runway coach is because she tells the girls what they need to hear. She's not there to pamper their feelings. She will tell you, if you don't do this properly, you have no chance. So you need to follow directions and do this properly. Like she will make sure it gets through to them and they'll understand how important what they're doing is. Like Lou makes it known. And I think the girls need that. People love to treat them as if they're like little children, and they're not. These women are competitors. So stop disrespecting them and treating them like they're so fragile. Hi, Greco, you're back. I hope you get to be invited to be a judge, either MUPH or Bini Bini Filipinas. You have the cut to be a judge. I would die. Look. Honestly, I don't even know, like, would it be more fun to be a Miss Universe judge or be like a Miss Universe Philippines judge? Because could you imagine? Oh my God, that's like a kid. I would be like a kid in a candy store. I would be like a kid in a candy store. Like, what? What? With the Miss Universe Philippines? Because I know, like, it's because I know Miss Universe Philippines would constantly and consistently give me good stuff. Like, they would just consistently give me good things that would make me think. That would make me like really be detailed. Oh, they would just feed my spirit and it would be amazing. It would be like back-to-back girls that are so good. Like back-to-back they can walk. Back-to-back they're flawless. My eyes would just glisten over with happy tears. Because they're just so enjoyable to watch. So enjoyable to watch. And they're such good competitors. Honestly, it's more fun to judge, I think, a good competition than a bad one. Because in a competition where people aren't really trained, it's almost like you're choosing like the best of the mediocre bunch. And that's not really fun. It's much more fun where there's actual good head-to-head competition, where there's a ton of good girls and you're really selecting like a true queen, where you really get to sit there and just be like, okay, I got to crown one of you. You're all great, but we need a ruler. Like, that's fun to me. When the competition is like good and it's a struggle, and Philippines gives me that. Those girls fight. Those girls fight tooth and nail to be crowned, and I love it. Oh, I'd be living in freaking Judge Happy Land. Probably wouldn't even go home. Be like, I'm going to travel with the girls to Miss Universe. It's just so much fun to watch them. Like, even my mom, my mom says she's not a pageant fan, okay? She knows nothing about pageants. But when I put her in front of a good competition, she is hypnotized. She will watch it. She will judge it. Her eyes will be glued to the screen, because that's what happens when you watch a good competition. When the girls are enjoyable to watch, you just don't want to look away. Philippines gives me that all the time. All the time. Oh, so enjoyable. So enjoyable. Natasha's been consistently doing really good. Her body is sick. I am not surprised they chose her for this little, what is it? This. Man, when I saw her in that bikini, her dark hair looks great on her. Like, she's so happy and bubbly and just like, oh my God, Natasha. They gave them some really great bikinis. Some really great bikinis. Who's this over here? How are you planning to watch the Miss Universe, alone or at a party? Well, the Discord is a party, so I will be filming myself while I watch it, but I will be in the Discord talking to people. Part of the reason I have a Discord is because I didn't have pageant friends. So I needed a place where we could all get together and gather. So now I have a place with like 1,000+ pageant friends. So I'll be in the Discord talking to people and we're all going to watch it together and it's going to be great. But like in my house, I'm watching it by myself because I'm the only one that cares. But that's fine. I have you guys. That's what matters. You're fit to be the next Miss USA or Miss Universe commentary host. I feel sad they removed the opening statement. Oh, it's your favorite part. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe Betts. I think the statement was interesting because it really allowed us to just hear them speak. I wonder why they did remove it, to be honest. That's interesting. I wonder why they did remove it. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's not like it was like entirely boring. So I wonder why they actually moved it because I'm not mad at that. I would love to like be the commentary person. Could you imagine me like running around backstage? Oh my gosh, my little giddy happy self just looking at everything and finding all the girls and it would be so much fun. That would be fun. That's actually a fantastic idea. Like, oh my gosh. I'd be like, hey, let me help you with the hairspray. Yes. Okay. We got South Africa. Here's Ireland. Oh my gosh, she looks so amazing. You guys wait till you see her dress. I would love to be the commentary person. It just depends on how much they allow me to say. Like, how much am I allowed to say? How much of me am I allowed to be? That's the question. Because would they be like, okay, you can do this, but we need you to calm down? I'd be like, okay, but are you going to censor me? If you're not going to censor me, then like, I'm happy. Hi, Mom. I'm talking to our friends. It's our friends. You going to say hi? Mm-hmm. It's our friends. They're on my phone.
What's on your screen?
There's 700. Oh, half naked girls. This is Miss South Africa. Mom said, "What's on your screen?" Because I got Miss South Africa up here dancing. Pageant girls. They're wearing the bikinis for Miss Universe. I promise, Mom, it's nothing bad.
You got a package?
I did get a package.
I want a package.
She said, "What's on your screen?" You know what? There's a lot of activities that we engage in as pageant fans that would be suspect, to be totally honest. I'm like, Mom, I swear, it's for pageants. Oh my gosh. Everybody says hi, Mom.
Hi.
She just got home from work. Oh, they said Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thanks much.
Look at Vietnam looking cute. Is that? Oh, she's looking. Look with the legs.
I have to get ready for bed because in 7 hours it's due. So
The legs. The legs. Want to see your legs? Oh my gosh. Being a pageant fan is so much fun, I swear. It is super fun. It is so fun. It is so fun.
you can look out for Buddy. He's here.
Yes, I will look out for Buddy.
Mad at me. I put the stuff on his coat.
He's mad at you?
You know,
Apparently Buddy's mad at Mom. If you know who Buddy is, you've seen him on
He gave me
Instagram.
dirty looks. He's still in here. He's cool. He didn't run from me or anything. He just gave me dirty looks. Like, what did you just put on me?
Oh. Yeah, you irritate him and he's fine.
I gave him the solution.
Yes, go through each girl's page. Well, I did watch a video about it had to do with Paula Shugart. She did an interview with other people and she was saying what she was looking for in the next Miss Universe. And it turns out that Paula Shugart is looking for in the next Miss Universe. She thinks that the women's Instagram pages are important and she's looking at their ability to post content and how much they post as a marker of their ability to be a good Miss Universe. Apparently that matters to her. I have never been that nitpicky as to judge the girls' Instagrams. However, seeing that Paula is saying that's important to her, that's likely something that I'm going to have to work in the future, is talking about the girls' Instagram pages, because Paula's saying that is important to her, which it makes sense because a lot of Miss Universe interaction with the general public comes through social media. So I get why it would be important, but I've never been so nitpicky as to judge the girls based on their Instagrams. But Paula's saying that's something she looks at. So just so you know, if you didn't know or you didn't see the interview, I have the interview and I've seen the interview. And Paula says your Instagram is important. The type of content you post, what you're posting matters. So in the future, I'm going to likely be talking about the girls' Instagram pages because Paula says so. Hi Dan, how you doing? The new Miss Universe format is a game changer. 100% for sure. It's a game changer. Do you think what did that say? Do you think Natasha's downfall is the success of the past African queens? No. Nope. Quite honestly, I think people would love to have a back to back. I think a lot of fans would love to see a back to back prevail. So, if anything, I think it's more of a benefit because, look, Philippines, the snatcher of crowns, has also been the snatcher of consistent back to backs for a couple years, okay? You guys snatched from Colombia and you guys snatched from South Africa. Quit snatching all the crowns. Sharing is caring, Philippines. Sharing is caring. Share the crowns, Philippines. But I think the fans would actually be pretty happy to see a back to back, go through. So, like I said, though, it's gonna be a fight. She's gonna have to go to war, like actual, like guerrilla hand to hand warfare combat against Mexico, Philippines, Indonesia, India, Peru. Girl, she better have some hand knives and some rifles and some grenades because getting a back to back right now up against what's here is going to be a fight for her life. Has your mind changed with Miss Nicaragua? No, 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 no. Has Nicaragua suddenly become a different woman? No, not at all. Not at all. People can overlook her all they want. They can overlook her all they want. My mind has not changed. It has not. Honestly, my mind hasn't changed on many people, maybe USA, but I wasn't thinking very highly of my country at the anyways, so that doesn't really matter. Canada, India has actually in my mind gone up, so I was just like, wow. Wow. Prelims is going to be so much fun. Oh my god. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait for prelims. Self-control. Self-control. I swear, I go to sleep and I think about Miss Universe, and I just because this is my Super Bowl. Like the way men are about soccer and football, that's how I am about pageants. Like this is my thing. This is my thing. Okay, face paint and all. Instead of painting our faces, though, I just have a collection of crowns. That's what I do. That's what I have. I don't. I do makeup, but I'm not gonna paint my face. Nah. This year is a bloodbath. It is, which is why anybody who came to competition unprepared, you shouldn't have come at all. You shouldn't have come at all. I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't have showed up because these girls have had more time than any other competition ever to prepare. If you're not prepared, you should stay at home, take a nap, relax. You wasted everybody's time. Wasted everybody's time. I'm actually pretty interested. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Vietnam is probably in here and she's probably tagged because I actually do want to see Vietnam. Get out of here. Look, move. Where's Vietnam with the legs? Because I saw her with the legs and I want to see her page because I'm curiously nosy. That bingo. There you are. I'm wondering what she's up to. Boom. Sup, girl? What are you doing? Oh, I remember this outfit. She had a very disco-y tie-dye outfit. It's very colorful. I want to I love pageant queens and soccer. Hey, not hating you, okay? I don't blame you. I do not blame you whatsoever. I'm so curious. It's every second of the day. Some of us fans are so nosy. We're every second of the day, we're okay, so what are they doing now? Okay, so what are they doing now? Okay, so what are they doing now? They're eating? Well, what are they eating? We're so nosy. Oh, she was hanging out with Great Britain. What? Oh, sis had leg. Okay, I know you guys probably want to see what I'm looking at, so bam. I'm going through her story to see what she was doing. Sis had leg out. She had leg out. It was nice. That's a very, very high slit, girl. Very high slit. Nepal, I haven't seen too much of Nepal. I think she's one of those girls that has been severely underrepresented when it comes to ooh. Great Britain's, yeah, Nepal's been underrepresented for sure. Everybody's walking. Oh, we got everybody walking. The walks are much better this year, but they better be. Y'all had time to practice. I'm just not tolerating the nonsense. Your walks better be good, to be honest. Very good turn. It's a full turn. I hate under-rotated turns. That drives me nuts. Canada's been practicing, and that is a problem for a lot of people. I promise you that's a problem for a lot of people. Let me see. I'm going to read this off. Question about Miss USA's camp. Since I'm not familiar with the format, the runner-ups are allowed to compete again the next year. Would love to see. No. Miss USA, you are only ever allowed to step on a Miss USA stage once in your life, which means no matter what placement you get at Miss USA, you only get one shot. It doesn't matter if you win or not. You only get to go to nationals one time. One time. So Andrea Jabal, she can never step on a Miss USA stage again. And same goes with everybody else that was there. You only ever get to go to nationals once. There is never a repeat in the United States, this is what, when I first started getting into pageants and I saw other countries did allow that, I was like, oh my God, really? Because United States does not allow you a second chance. Once you hit nationals, that's it for you. They basically force you into retirement. Other countries, as far as I know, there's no other country that does that. So once again, the United States is the weird one. And it doesn't make much sense to me. I thought if all countries were like this, then I would get it. But it's just the United States. Really, it's like, what? I feel like that's like a Trump rule. I feel like he did that just so he could like see new women every single year or something. India does that too. Wow. Wow. Okay, so it's not just us then. I don't feel so bad. Because I saw, because people would tell me in other countries, they're like, oh, but she can compete again next year. And I'm like, really? She can? We can't do that. I actually follow. Russia's one of the women that I actually follow. I was following her before her little controversial scandal thing, whatever. But she's one of the women I was following, or I'm still following. Hi, buddy. The cat talks. He talks. Maybe he's telling me to open my door. But I still follow Russia. There he is. There he is. Yeah. I still follow Russia. Like I said, there's not very many women of the Miss Universe competition that I do follow, because I do that on purpose. But I actually like her Instagram aesthetic. Like if you go to Russia's Instagram, her Instagram aesthetic is very well put together. It's very pretty. It's very inspirational. And I like that. So it fits my overall like news feed, news roll, reel thing. Because I told you, my Instagram is very much curated to things that I like. And I'm very much in control of stuff like that. Buddy, if you put nails in my computer, what are you doing back there? You being good? Okay. As long as you're being good. Yeah. Buddy. I'm not surprised. I mean, she's going to always be a powerhouse favorite. Miss Universe Philippines is always going to be a powerhouse favorite. So I'm not surprised. Do you know that Great Britain is South African? And from, yes, I'm aware. It's very funny that like, I will hear where different people are from. And like, we'll have a South African that's from Ghana and a Ghana that's from the United States and a United States person that's competing in Australia and an Australian that's competing in Thailand. And it's hilarious. But, not to say it shouldn't be done or it can't be done. I just always thought it was like a funny thing. It's cute. What are you messing with, kitty? But yeah, a lot of the girls are doing good. We still have a minute. You know, we got a little while before anything further happens. I'm probably going to do a video about like interview outfits because we are judgmental and we want to see interview outfits. So I might do a video about interview outfits, but we are getting very close to prelims. Buddy, are you sleeping over? He's probably sleeping over. He's probably sleeping over. But yeah, I haven't even been reading because I've been on live with you guys. I haven't been reading the comments on like the latest video because I posted a video about an hour ago or 2 hours ago. Oh my gosh. I just checked. I wasn't watching it, so I just checked the view count. And the view count's massive. But that's kind of what happens when it comes to Miss Universe. So let me just log in here and just, nope, I don't want to hear myself. Just be quiet. I just like, don't want to hear myself. I rarely ever hear myself after I post it. Just wanted to check in because I do listen to what people have to say. So I pay attention. I try to pay attention. If you were unaware, yes, I did post a video about 2 hours ago. Belize has been pushing. She went from less than 10K followers to 16K in less than 3 days. I saw there's actually a lot of women that had a huge jump in followers. There's that massive. But that's good. Like, I want to see people outside of like the top five, powerhouse countries get attention. So that's good. I'm actually very happy that's happening. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to work on the videos about, India and USA, because they both need to be discussed. I know that we all have questions about the United States, and people are like, as the American in pageant world, do you have anything to say? Like, yeah, I have words to say. I do. Thoughts on fans who are very against halfies contestants or half and half contestants? I mean, that's kind of unavoidable, and I don't think anybody can be really faulted for that. I don't think that they can be faulted for that. My own genetic makeup, if you probably don't know, because I don't think I uploaded that video, but my grandparent is Native American, like a full-blooded Native American. Like, when I say I have Native American ancestry, I'm not talking about, 400 years ago I have a Native American ancestor. I'm saying I had a living Native American ancestor up until 2007, because she died in her 70s. Either way, I don't think that me having a significant amount of Native American blood means that I shouldn't be allowed to participate in either American things or even Black people things, because I am a massive majority of me is Black. That's kind of unavoidable. And it really comes down to, I think, culture more than anything. I think who you are and how you live is more of a cultural thing than something that's in your blood, right? Because I have a significant amount of Native American ancestry, but because my grandmother had a very traumatic past with her Native American, family and heritage, that's not something that I was taught, because she didn't want any part of it. Like, she really avoided that. So even though I have a lot of Native American in me, my heritage and culture is very much African American, very much Black. And I think it's the same thing that goes for even like a Filipino who is born in the United States. You can have the blood of, full-blooded Filipino parents, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to speak the native language or know anything about the heritage or the culture or even understand what it means to live in the Philippines. Your blood may be Filipino, but your culture and heritage is full-blooded USA. And I would not discourage a Filipino American from competing in the United States. Your culture and everything you know is USA. Of course, you should be able to represent the country that you know the best. I would say there would be an issue if we had people who were suddenly moving to like a different country. Like, if there was an American who moved to Thailand and then within that same year, they're trying to represent Thailand, I would say no. That would be an issue. That would be, because that comes down to a representation issue. You know nothing of that culture or its people. So how are you going to put yourself in a position to be their representative when you don't know them or understand them? That's where I would have an issue. That's very advantageous, a little bit false. I don't like that. If I like saw a contestant that suddenly was just like, I moved to Colombia, now I'm vying to represent Colombians, and you've only been there for a year, you better fly your butt home and compete in your home nation. I think not. I think it's very important to make sure that that's not allowed to happen. In the United States, we do have stuff like that from like state hoppers, where we'll have a lot of girls from California go compete in like Idaho or Ohio or whatever. And I don't really care about that. That doesn't matter to me so much. Like, it's all the USA. It's all the USA. So like, no one really bats an eye at state hoppers. But countries, I do want to see legitimate country representation. Absolutely. I hope we get to see more girls, because I know you guys want to see more of them and I want to see more of them. So I'm going to try to like be nosy and go gather information from all their Instagrams and try to put it up on my Instagram so that we can like, see where the dark horses are, see where like the undercover ladies are, because they're just not getting the exposure. So I'm going to work on that before bed. Buddy is just on my bed chilling. chilling. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna do that and then I'll go to sleep. And then tomorrow I'm gonna work on India's and USA's video. So you guys know what's coming in the future. And of course, this Instagram live, this is not an Instagram live. Girl, get your life together. See, I misspeak in my real life, okay? It happens in my everyday life too. Betty, you're making a mess. This is a YouTube live. The YouTube live will be saved. So if anybody wants to reference my words, they can. But I do save them because sometimes people want to tell me, they're like, oh, but you said this. I'm like, I keep records, I'll have you know. I don't delete what I say. I'm not an undercover person. I said what I said, and I keep records of what I said on the channel or on my Instagram. So can't tell me I didn't say what I said. I know what it said. But yeah, it's very complicated to first generations. It is. I understand that totally. Totally. So I'll do my research before bed and then editing tomorrow. Okay. But I know in most of your countries, it's like the middle of the day and you guys are probably supposed to be at work or school. Naughties. But I appreciate you being here. And to be totally honest, I do the same thing too. Like I will undercover be like listening to YouTube videos or something. Totally get it. I totally get it. And I'm happy you're here. I am going to go to work and then I'm going to go to sleep and then I'll wake up and edit. Okay. But thank you guys for being here with me. And hopefully you come back because it's fun talking to you. I like having pageant friends. Nobody in my house understands me. Only you guys. So thank you. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.